2020. I'm here in Bakersfield, California. And if you missed the track and field action Friday, definitely try and catch it this Saturday. Today, it's actually going to be free on the internet, I believe on YouTube. And yesterday, of course, we had the Monaco Grand Prix with the amazing 5,000 world record, great 1,500-meter races, steeplechase, all kinds of stuff. Well, today you have a chance to see the Music City Distance Carnival in Nashville, Tennessee. It's funny that I am in Bakersfield, California, the home of Buck Owens and Merle Haggard, and Bakersfield is often referred to as Nashville West. Of course, it's 110 here, so you definitely would not want a track meet. It was funny, too. I went to Nashville and Tennessee to do the Race for the Ages back in 2018, and when I met people and told them, I was from Bakersfield, it didn't register with anybody in Nashville for the most part. And I said, yeah, it's funny. I've been living in Bakersfield since I was 14 years old. And everybody says, oh, it's Nashville West. And they're like, we've never heard of that ever. They just looked at me blankly. So on with this track meet. It is going to be, they say it's starting at 5:30 Tennessee time. Tennessee has multiple time zones. I did not know that. So California is Pacific. It must be Central time zone because it said that it was 2 hours later than it is here, so it's going to be 3:30 my time. 5:30 is when the meet starts in Nashville, Tennessee. They're going to have a 5:30 men's Masters mile, women's Masters. They're going to have the 800s, the mile. They're going to have a high school boys 32 and girls 32. That'd be nice. Men's 1,500, men's 3,000, men's 5,000, and women's 5,000 as well. So it truly is a distance carnival. Reminds me of some of them that we had here in California when I was coaching at Bakersfield High. Always enjoy the distance carnivals. I mean, I like track meets, but man, you'd go to some meets and the 3,200 is one of the last events of the day, and you'd be at a meet sometimes and have to watch 200 prelims, 200-meter prelims, and it got pretty brutal. So this meet usually happens in the spring. It was definitely difficult to get, COVID regulations and then sponsorships and then getting athletes and a lot of things happening. Unlike there at Monaco, they had the elite of the elite, lots of personal best and world records. This meet in Monaco, they had 5,000 people. Here, they're really not going to have anybody in the stands, but he finally got this thing up and running. And going to have top-level athletes of Olympic and World Championship credentials like Ben Flanagan of Canada and Nick Willis of New Zealand, Cory McDonald, Australia, Emma Coburn, and Cory McGee of the United States. Besides having to change the date numerous times because of COVID, they used to have the race at Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt was not interested in hosting the meet whatsoever. They eventually found this place called Lipscomb Academy agreed to host the meet, and the date was pushed back further to increase the chances the athletes would be in shape and they wouldn't have to delay it again. And then he also caught a break, Milner did, the race director, who is from National Track Club, a 49-year-old coach, former athlete from Leeds, England, of all things. It's the 18th edition of the Music City race. He caught a break in that there's a company called Swiss Shoe Company On. I believe I've seen them at expos, which launched a new USA training program group in Boulder under coach Dathan Ritzenheimer, who had just recently retired. And they decided to come on board to give the sponsor the best exposure. Miller wanted the meet to have a free live broadcast. So yesterday, if you wanted to watch Monaco, you had to pay for the Embassy Sports Channel. And this is going to be free. So there's a link on the website on Let's Run, and hopefully it'll be all working. It's Run MCDC. I'll put the link in the show notes for the meet's website. And it says, as far as the total number of people at the event, we're allowed 250 at any given time. We're asking people not to show up for their event more than 90 minutes beforehand. We're asking people after they run to please not hang around. Yesterday at Monaco was interesting. Instead of having like the staging areas where the athletes waited for their races, in the basement or backstage, they actually had it out in the field, and they have a little sectioned off so you could have social distancing. It meant there were no throws at that race, but that was kind of a good concept, just having the athletes out there. So Milner has organized some excellent races for Saturday despite the lack of prize money. Wow, there's no prize money. Many athletes will be trying to earn qualifying marks for next year's USA Olympic team trials, and so that's kind of what's going on here. Hopefully it'll be a good event. A lot of these athletes have been running events where it's just been their team only competing, like inter squads. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. So, as always, stay healthy, be boring, not epic.